check. How's your volume?
It sounds good. I like it.
You like it?
Oh, I feel like I'm on the radio.
Okay, we got to do our intro here.
Okay. How now, brown cow?
Unique New York. All right, guys, welcome to Two Scoops Podcast. I'm your host, Dayton Rivera. And tonight's guest wears many hats. He's the owner of Focal Point Media, photographer, videographer, graphic designer, father, husband, host of the On Tap podcast. We got Kody Hughes here.
Boom. I like this.
Did
I hope my wife watches and she's like, wow, he is actually kind of nice.
I'm very nice. Okay,
I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for having me, dude. This is quite the setup. This is unreal. You know, doing like podcast related media for the last like 5 years. It is so interesting to me to see other people's setups. And this is such a cool setup.
It's very, I think it's pretty unique because obviously we are in my ice castle on the lake right now.
Yeah.
Lines in the water.
Yeah.
Like it's very different. Okay. So like backstory too, I was on Kody and Sam's podcast. What was it, like a year ago?
Maybe even 2.
2?
Yeah, definitely 2 years, I think, because we haven't done one in like, well, we just did one 2 weeks ago, but we haven't released one before that since like last June.
I was very honored to be on yours. That was very, like when you texted me at first, I was like, me?
Well, I found you because I seen a clip of this show.
Yeah?
Right? Wasn't that what it was? I friended you on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy makes some cool shit.
Oh, I appreciate
I'm sorry,
that.
am I allowed to swear on this?
Anything goes,
I was like, this guy makes some cool shit. And I was like, I there's not many videographers in our area.
No, there's not.
And I was like, God, we have so many similar interests. I got to hit this guy up.
And I remember when I was just getting into like really doing videography. And then when you messaged me, obviously did the creep on the Facebook and everything, I was like, shit, this guy does a lot of video work too.
Yeah, barely.
So
I don't even know if I'd call it that.
Oh, dude. So it was cool because, like we said, there's not a lot of video guys in the area. So it's cool to just freaking nerd out with another guy who works with cameras.
I know.
Like,
we just spent the last 45 minutes going over gear. What kind of cameras are you using? What's this?
Going over settings and everything.
Yeah,
yes.
It's so funny.
Dude, yeah. And then I remember when I walked into your studio, I was like, oh my God, I'm in like a TV studio. Like it blows my mind. And that it's kind of like why I got the Rodecaster too. I saw you were using it and I was like, oh, that is slick.
It's a sweet setup.
Yes, it is.
It is. It makes life a lot easier.
Yeah. And then the whole like how you had your, yes. Okay, I won't give away too many secrets, but yes.
The movie magic.
A lot of the setup in here is directly correlated to what I saw over in there. So
that's so funny.
Sorry, stole
that's
it.
How it works. That's how it works. No, I think like, you know, I have no shame in admitting that our setup came from other setups that I've seen too. Like this is by no means my setup is not at all my own iteration of it because I used to work at You Betcha, you know, the Bush Light guy.
Yeah, Miles.
Yeah, Miles, the Bush Light guy.
Yes,
You Betcha. Big Midwestern channel on big on Facebook and YouTube. So I worked there and I helped them kind of set up their newer podcast studio when they first got in this big warehouse.
Yep.
And what a transformation that was. And that was a huge learning curve for me on like what software to use, what cameras to use, what does editing audio look like and whatever. And going from my first setup, I literally recorded on my iPad on GarageBand.
Yes.
To now like a full editing suite and now editing freelance for other people. So like right now I edit 4 podcasts other than my own, which is why I haven't done my own.
Dude, okay. You know what? I watched your podcast with the Supernaut and we talked a little bit about this because you were a guest on her podcast.
Yes.
And also edit her podcast. So you edited the podcast where you were a guest on and that I couldn't wrap my head around that. I'm like, that's gotta be so interesting.
Well, it's just like, it is what it is because I edited my own podcast for 5 years. So it's like, I'm so used to hearing my own dumbass voice. But like that doesn't really bother me anymore.
Right.
You know?
Dude, that was a good one though. Like I watched the whole thing and there were some really good points in there.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I like Beth's podcast a lot. She's so in depth and she's so good at asking questions.
Oh yeah.
And so thoughtful about how she approaches the guests and does so much good research on her own that it was like, I knew it was going to be an easy an easy podcast to go on, you know?
Oh my gosh. I'm the complete opposite of like doing all my research. We literally were just like, how's this going to go? I'm like, we're just winging it. Like, let's
Dude,
just
that's
do
the
it.
best ones, honestly. Honestly, sometimes that's the best way because what I've learned is like the more you prepare,
Yeah.
the less confident I feel personally. Everyone's going to be different.
Right. You get in this like analysis paralysis and
Yes.
you're just like locked up. And then if you're
Yes.
just like, you know what? We're just going to see how it goes.
Yes. So my downfall is like I used to start episodes with all this research
Yep.
of like, here is everything I know about this person.
Yeah.
And I would make bullet points and questions and like, I want to get to all of these.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, obviously conversation doesn't normally flow
Right.
like that. So when I wouldn't get to the questions, it would like stress me out. And then I'm like, I got to quit doing that.
Oh my gosh.
Bullet points, just bullet points.
I will say there's like obvious things I'm really curious about and just have them in the back of my head. But this can go any way. And I just go with the flow, man. Like
Yeah.
it's just going to be great.
I'm down for it. You want to keep it clean? I'm good with that. Or you want to get in the weeds? I'll tell you anything.
I would want to get in the weeds. This is gonna be great. I'm like in my mind. This is what like really I thought this was gonna be. I'm like, we're just gonna nerd out over what frame rates we shoot, and it's gonna be like a half hour of like I pixel
Yeah.
peep this guy's, and how does he do this? And
Yeah. Non-camera guys are going to hate this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Ask away, dude. I'm an open book. Ask me anything.
Okay, one from you, totally off topic, but I'm really curious about this. You pulled up in a Tesla. Have you ever ran out of juice like on the side of the road? This is totally off topic, but I'm very
I
curious.
love this because I'm by no means
Yeah.
like an electric car guy, you know? I got that actually during the whole anti-Elon
Yeah.
political protest,
Anyone
all
mess with
that.
your car?
Yeah, actually, someone
Oh
threw a
my
rock
gosh.
at my windshield a couple months
Man,
ago.
I wish there was cameras that recorded them doing that at all the times.
Well, there is, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay, shame on me. I forgot to actually put a USB drive in
Oh.
my glove box, so I don't have video of it. But
Shoot.
I do get one free glass replacement here, just like any other vehicle.
Yeah.
So, I got the free windshield replacement, which was a huge hassle. But anyways, so I bought it last year during the whole anti-Elon whatever. At the end of the day, I don't care if it's a diesel truck, a gas car, electric car, whatever. If it's a good deal and it makes sense for me, I 100% am going to buy it.
Right.
This was a 2021 with 50,000 miles on it, and I got it for 20 grand. And I was like, yeah,
I
okay,
was not
that's a Honda
expecting that.
Civic.
I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a Honda Civic. It cost me
Right.
$3 to fully charge it at my house. And the electric company gives you a $400 rebate for putting in a charger. The charger cost me $250, made money on the charger, cost me $3 to get 300 miles. I drive a lot, obviously,
Yeah.
as doing videography.
No kidding.
I'm traveling all over the state,
That's
know?
awesome.
So a lot of places have free chargers, which I ruined the free charger in town for me and everyone else. I'm sorry for everyone. I abused it.
You like directly.
It was right across from my office, so I would just go park there all day.
Yep.
And I was like, free juice, So they pulled it. They took it out. Yeah.
Cody's abusing the system.
So yes, people have messed with my car. Only one time, someone threw a rock at my windshield, and that was in the heat of the moment, like right after I bought the car.
That's so stupid.
But it was funny because when I bought the car, I got it from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, constantly cruising Facebook Marketplace, looking for deals. And I saw this one pop up, and I messaged the guy. I'm like, is this still available? Yes. And it was a dealership down in Cedar Rapids that didn't even know how to work it. Like they had no idea how to run the car. So, to be honest with you, they didn't even know how the rebate worked because at the time there was a $4,000 rebate for buying electric cars and all this. And I had done so much research on it that like, I was like, I will take this right now. I'm leaving at 3 a.m. so I can be there when you open, and
Dang.
went down and bought
You
it.
had to have someone drive you.
My dad went with me.
That's nice.
Yeah. I traded in my old car. I had a Tesla Model 3 before that,
okay.
but I found that as a good deal in Chicago. So
You
I do
gotta,
like them.
yeah.
They're sweet. I don't think, I've had fun, fast, rumbly cars in the past. I had a Nissan 370Z when I was in college.
Yep.
And I raced autocross with that. And that was a fun car. I don't think that it replaces the fun car.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reliable daily driver that is like the cheapest daily driver. There's no maintenance, no oil changes.
That's insane.
Tires and brakes. That's it.
Dude.
And even my other one had 120,000 miles on it, original brakes on it, because it's got regenerative braking. So when you slow down, or when you take your foot off the accelerator, it slows the car down to friction for the battery to
I would
recharge.
love not to have maintenance because my vehicles, like
Yeah.
I beat the shit out of them, especially my plow truck. I probably paid that thing over like 3 times now with how much fucking maintenance I have on it.
Yeah, see, that's the biggest thing. Like, I have not put any money into them other than tires.
Have you ever ran out of energy?
No, I
You
don't.
haven't?
I haven't. No, but I will say this: it fundamentally changes the way that you drive and
You gotta, like, plan it out,
approach.
right?
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah,
Like-
but that's okay with me. I mean, I already kind of plan that weird stuff out, anyways.
Right.
You just punch it in the GPS; it'll tell you if you got to charge. Everywhere I go, every direction that I go from where I live has chargers within 30 miles.
I'm sure there's popping up more and more.
Yeah, totally. Some are faster than others because some are newer than others. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, I don't think it's for everyone.
Right.
Definitely not.
It's like, I think what I'm doing, especially with being out on the lake a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really for me.
Yeah. Yeah. All of a sudden you see a 2 scoops Cybertruck rolling around.
Yeah.
No, and they're not for pulling anything. I mean, obviously the electric trucks, prove that. You can't reliably pull things. You can't, when it's negative 40 out, it really stinks.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Because like I go from a 300-mile range in the summer to when it's negative 40, maybe 100. So it's like
and then
it's
you're
a
running your
big
heat
deal.
and everything in there too.
Yeah,
Oof.
and that will obviously it's just a battery.
Right.
It's just like anything else. The more you use, the more it sucks it down. So it's like I don't want to be cold.
Exactly.
But you just plan it out. It's not a big deal.
No, I was just curious about. I have so many Tesla questions, but
Yeah, I have
It's just so new to me.
I have a reservation in on a new Scout. Have you seen the Scout?
are those the e-bikes?
No. So the International Scout from the 70s, the truck.
No.
You ever heard of it?
No.
Super cool. It was
The Scout, the brand?
yeah, like International Harvester.
Yeah.
Like the tractor brand.
Yep.
They made a pickup truck in the 70s. And
coming back with
Volkswagen bought the naming rights for it.
Okay.
And in partnership with Rivian is making a new truck and SUV, the Scout
Okay.
Terra and the Traveler.
Okay.
And I have a reservation on the Terra, the
Are
truck.
you gonna get a truck?
So
or
it's a
just flip-flop them?
gas electric hybrid.
Okay.
You get the electric motors. It's
Yep.
got like the equivalent of like 1,000 horsepower.
Jesus, man.
It has a little 4-banger, generator on board that
That's
powers
cool.
it. So you get like 500 something miles of range.
That'd probably be something like I would want to look into if it was like a dual thing. Like I don't want to fully rely on electricity,
Totally.
but it's nice to have both of them.
And everyone can't, honestly.
Right.
'Cause if everyone does, then it would suck.
It would
We
suck.
can't. Our infrastructure doesn't.
I don't think so.
It wouldn't work.
I think battery powered vehicles will be insanely popular when we figure out the storage system better with batteries.
And just battery technology in general.
Yeah.
It can't. I mean, anywhere north of the middle of the United States, it probably doesn't make sense for if you drive a lot.
Right.
Like I put a lot of miles on. I probably put like 30,000 miles a year on, but a lot of that is 100 miles or less.
Yeah.
And it's a huge inconvenience when it's cold out and I can't even drive to Minneapolis and back without having to charge. That sucks.
Yeah.
So you got to plan that out.
Uh-huh.
And God forbid an emergency pops up because then it's like, what do I do? I have to go charge. Like that's crazy.
Yes.
I've always thought about that. So I always have way more than what I need. Just in case.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Yeah. So I would say it's not for everyone, but it is a fun car to have. It is fast.
It's quiet.
It's quiet. It's fast. And it just is cool.
Yeah.
It's integrated so well. I mean, you have Starlink, I seen in here.
I do have Lord Musk's internet.
When I had Starlink for a little bit before we had fiber at our house, and it was like, this
so
is
fast.
the coolest setup. You take it out of the box.
Yeah.
You open up the app. It's so user friendly. That's how the car is. Like on my car, I can honk at people from my phone. I can make fart noises through the speaker. I can open my trunk, open the frunk. Turn on my AC, schedule a drive, you name it, map anything out. Like it's so cool.
That is super
The
nice.
kids can watch Disney on the big screen in the middle.
my
It's so
gosh.
cool. That part of it's fun.
Do you have autonomous driving on it?
Yeah, I do.
Do you use it?
Yeah, not in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because like the lines here, if they get covered up.
Oh, yeah.
So I figured out it runs off of cameras, which was what makes the tech a lot cheaper.
Yep.
A lot of the higher end ones, like the Lucid Gravity, Lucid Air, the brand Lucid, they'll run off of LiDAR.
Oh, yeah.
But since Tesla only runs off of cameras, I think what they're doing is they're measuring the contrast in the road because it's not looking for colored lines. It's just looking for any lines. So I figured out like in the snow, if there's just tracks,
Right.
it doesn't matter where it's going.
Yeah.
It thinks that's the road.
That's a little scary.
It is. So I don't use it in the wintertime. But it is
That's
sweet in
probably
the summer.
I bet.
So mine, it monitors your eyes. Supposedly they're coming out this next year with fully autonomous. You don't have to be paying attention. Technically have to be paying attention. But if I'm wearing a hat or if I'm wearing sunglasses and you just have enough tension on the steering wheel where it thinks you're paying attention, like I have this little desk set up on my passenger seat where I can, do
hold
work.
on, dude. Oh. Hold on, pause.
You okay? Oh, you got a bloody nose.
What the heck?
It's dry in here. You got to get a humidifier.
Nice. All right, we're fixed.
Oh, you got a little tail hanging down.
Oh.
Shove that thing up.
There we go.
There you go. Golden.
That was weird. Teslas.
Okay, so I'll bring it back in quick.
How
with
rude
the
of me
thing.
for having a bloody nose. Okay.
Okay, so when I'm driving in the
Autonomous
summertime, if it thinks that I have hat on or sunglasses, it can't see my eyes.
We were on the topic of cheating the Tesla system.
I have a little desk that fits in my passenger seat, and I can have my laptop on so I can be editing photos in between spots. So in the summertime, it makes my work efficiency go way up.
That is I can't imagine how sick I would be if I was editing videos or photos while I'm driving.
Do you get motion sick?
Yeah, a lot. Like if I'm in the passenger seat and I'm just like scrolling, yeah, I'll definitely be like.
Use the
gotta put it
dot thing
down.
on your phone. They have that motion sickness thing on your phone. Put dots on your phone. You
No.
can activate it, deactivate
No.
it. Yeah, I have a friend that does it in the car.
I tried that.
Just
out.
pops it up on the screen. Something in your phone.
It's
settings.
only if I'm like looking at a book or reading something or my phone. Like I don't get like seasick or when I'm flying or nothing like that. I gotta try this dot thing out.
Yeah. Try the dot thing.
I gotta try this
change your
Tesla
life.
and like edit my shit while I'm driving.
Yeah.
The old Ram doesn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I would be very surprised if we didn't see more of that coming out in the next couple of years, honestly.
sure, yeah.
Dude, this full self-driving is so sick.
I am
And
not
it, like,
there to
blows.
trust it yet.
It like blows
Oh
people's
my
minds.
gosh, it
too.
would blow my mind.
But on the freeway, like it's so sick.
Yeah, on a straightway, I think I'd be more apt to be like, all right, this is okay. But if I'm like in town, like too many variables for me to be like, I fully trust this yet. Like maybe in the future.
Yeah.
But
No, I don't blame you.
oh my God, she cut out on me, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing.
ever
There's
had-
constantly bugs that come up, no
Yeah.
doubt. The last time we recorded just 2 weeks ago,
Dude.
too, I was dropping frame rates on my video.
I was gonna say,
I was
so
pissed.
I watched
I
the
almost
last
couldn't export it.
dude. Are you talking about the one with Mitch?
Yeah.
That was very okay. So like, it looked like when your cameras dropped out, but what you did to like mitigate it with the edit, that was brilliant.
I just put the words on.
Yeah, like had the audio going through, but still like had
Yeah.
like switched up a couple
'cause
frames in.
our listenership is split up like 25, 75. 25 audio, 75 video. So, I mean, it's still, the audio people would have no idea. And we
Right.
didn't know in the moment. And
Dude.
I'm even actively monitoring our video in the
Right.
moment, and I didn't even catch it.
I can't even imagine like. So when I see like a mess up on my end with video, like I'll in post, right? Look at it and be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
Like that feeling. I had it actually the first podcast that I had with my friend Billy Struck. I didn't know that my A7 III had a recording limit to it.
30 minutes.
So we were just rocking, and I
Very
looked back
familiar.
at the
Yeah.
dude. I felt so bad for that.
Yeah, that was one huge learning curve for me is I didn't know that in the first, like, I'm going to say 50 episodes we recorded.
Yeah.
I had someone that was behind the cameras that would set a 25-minute timer
Yep.
and would go through and start, stop on all three
Yeah.
cameras so that we could, simultaneously edit. And then in the edit, I would go through and figure out where they started and stopped and just
Yep.
switch to a different camera quick.
Yep.
So that it mitigates that. But it was a huge pain
Been
in
there,
the
dude.
ass.
That was one of the reasons why I'm like, I'm getting rid of this.
Yeah.
Like,
One way that I got rid of that without having to upgrade
Get
the
a new camera
cameras
body.
is using the program vMix, where it just simultaneously records, but it records to a hard drive.
Right, like
I'm
you
just
streamed it or-
yeah, I'm just using them as a webcam, basically.
Yep.
Recording it to whatever
I-
computer.
I had a remote timer on it for a couple episodes. We're at 29 minutes and 58 seconds, it would start stop by itself.
Oh, nice.
But it was still a pain in post to like
Figure out.
mix. Yeah.
And syncing it is a
syncing
huge
it is
pain.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah. You're trying to read lips as you're going.
Oh my gosh.
And at the beginning, it might be slightly off, but
Yeah.
by the end, it's like way off.
Yes.
So that's how you can tell.
That's the worst.
It's terrible. Been there.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Dude, I forgot to do, we don't even do the clap. I usually do that with the sync, like the huge clap.
Yep.
But the mic's on everything, it'll be fine. Dude, so when you start, so like in the beginning, videographer, photographer, graphic designer, like what did you start out with?
So I wanted to, wait, what do you mean? Like, in general?
Like in general,
career-wise?
Not even career, like if it was like a hobby at first,
Yeah.
like what
So
did you start out with? And did it branch off to more?
I really wanted to be a graphic designer when I was a kid. I wanted to make logos and I wanted to make t-shirts. And, like I always was big into designing t-shirts. I was actually on the student council. How it started was I was on student council like my senior year of high school.
Yep.
I got voted class president because there was like this guy I was making fun of him basically that I was like, who would vote
You're
for
a bully.
Who would vote for this guy? No, we just kind of had beef. I was like, who would vote for this guy? And his VP was some other kid I didn't like too. And he's like, he overheard me and he was like, well, if you would run, I would still win. And I was like, well, now I'm definitely running and now I'm definitely going to win.
I'm going to bury you.
Yeah.
Dude.
So long story short, I made t-shirts for that, just like designs. I had a family friend that did t-shirts. So like had a bunch printed and then I was on student council. And basically my design got shot down and they're like, well, that's dumb. We don't like that. And I was like, well, I know a lot of people that would like it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, screw it. I'm just going to make my own shirts and sell my own shirts for the exact same price. And I got in trouble with the school because I made it on the school computer because I didn't have Adobe Illustrator at home. I actually made it on Photoshop because I didn't even know how to make graphics.
Yeah.
And, long story short, I was like, you know what? Like, I want to do this for a living. Like, I want to make graphics. I think this would be so much fun. I've always loved making little logos and drawing and whatever. So I went to school for graphic design at University of North Dakota.
I almost went there too.
Did you really?
I almost.
It's a great school. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I pretty much just partied a lot, but I made it through.
Yeah.
I got a bachelor's degree in graphic design technology and a certificate in entrepreneurship and something else. I don't even remember. But I realized quickly, I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this. Also, it's just like not very profitable. Not that's what it's all about, but I was like, it's so much work to make not much money. And so my friends and I had always made little like skateboarding edits. And I always was really big into like making videos for skateboarding, snowboarding, taking photos. They were all terrible, so bad.
We almost picked up your half pipe.
Really?
You had it. Oh yeah. Me and Tiff talked about. I know, but me and Tiff were like, I know, and we talked about it. We're like, where would we put it? I'm like, we both want this.
Yes.
Like,
there you go.
It's still available.
I wish you would have. No, I had to get rid of it like that day.
No, dude. We talked and we were like this close. Like, where do we put it?
Oh, that'd be so much fun. I wish someone that I knew got it. Honestly. Yeah. Basically, it was skateboarding and snowboarding got me into videography. And then when I got into college, I just started doing edits for the car dealership I worked at. I sold cars, and I was like, all these specials are going on all these cars, and like no one knows about it. Like they would post a thing on Facebook saying like Nissan Altima, $500 a month, whatever.
With no picture,
no pictures, no nothing.
Video,
and so I was
nothing.
like, this is the coolest Nissan Altima I've ever seen. Like midnight edition, all these black accents. So I just made this little edit with this shitty Canon Rebel T3i that I had. Just really no gimbal, handheld, super shaky,
no
terrible stock audio. And then they liked it so much, so they're like, "Can we do another one of the Nissan Titan?"
Yes.
And then can we do another one of the Nissan 370Z? And then can we do another one of this and this and this, whatever. I made like 5 or 6 of them. Didn't get paid for any of them. But exposure, yeah. But I was like, you know what? All my friends started seeing it.
Yep.
I sold cars because of it, no doubt.
Did you get commission off of them?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Off of selling the cars.
Yeah.
Not that other people sold, but when I would sell my own,
Hell yeah.
I sold like they started calling me their sports car salesman, like the sports car enthusiast, because I had a 370Z because I was around them all the time. I was like, this is a cool car. I got no other bills, you know. I'm like, I'm going to buy a 370Z. So I started selling all these sports cars to all my friends, and it was super cool. We were making car edits for them. And
rollers?
Then, yes. And I was like,
out the window?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Again, no gimbal.
Those are
terrible footage.
Yeah.
So bad. The edits were so bad. I
The
mean, like
kit
iMovie,
lenses.
iMovie transitions, kit lenses. I had no idea about ISO, aperture, frame rates, no idea how it worked. And I would just do it, you know? And, you know, long story short, people are like, can you make me a music video? And I got really into making music videos. And then I started to learn about frame rates and, you know, all the other stuff that goes along with it.
There's
and the more you
so
do
much
it, like
more.
the more you realize you don't know anything.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I was a big fan of Lyrical Lemonade, Cole Bennett on YouTube, you know?
I don't know.
Just a really cool, creative music video.
From around here?
Producer. No, I don't even know where he's from. But just he makes music videos and did make music videos back in the day for like huge artists, mainly rap and hip hop. Yeah. And so I was like, that's what I want to be. I want to be that guy.
That's got to be a lot of audio syncing. Like,
oh, big time. Well,
oh my goodness.
Okay, so basically it's super easy. I mean, you record, let's say, the same song 10 different ways, and you sync it all up in post, and then just choose what cuts you want. That was my process.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure a lot of people do it a lot more efficient than that, but you know, whatever. So I got better at that, and then I realized really, really quick, like, yeah, music videos are not the way to go because I'm not working with any artists that have any budget, and it's all local people, and I'm mostly doing them for free or a couple $100, and it's not paying my bills.
There's so much time into those, I bet.
So much time. I mean, hours and hours and hours, and learning motion graphics and learning keyframing and all masking and all this stuff for you know, to make like $100 on a video. I was like, I cannot make a living this way. So then I started making videos for my dad. He owns a hunting club, bar, and restaurant in Pine City called Wings North. And so I started making videos for him. And then, you know, other businesses started seeing that. And they're like, I really like your stuff. Who's doing it? And he's like, well, my son is. So then I started making videos for other businesses. And then I'm like, okay, this is like where I want to be at. Like, you know, these guys have a budget. They kind of let me creatively do what I want to do within reason
give you the goal,
of their brand, you know. And then it was just off to the races from there. That's upgrade perfect. The gear, watch 1,000+ YouTube videos, dissecting what I want to do.
Self-taught or YouTube University?
For the most part,
Didn't take any courses like online or anything for it?
I took full-time filmmaker.
Okay.
I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So I took full-time filmmaker. I think I was just not far along enough to really understand it.
Yeah.
I was too early in the journey. If I would have done that a little bit later, or at least hung on to it and saved it for later, I would have got more out of it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was just trial and error. Like having this blind faith of like, this is cool. But then looking back and being like, oh, that was really bad.
Dude, I'm sure you have this, but like looking at past work.
Oh, terrible. I cringe. But this
what
is
were
like,
you thinking?
This is like, you know, I think a lot of video people are perfectionists.
Yeah.
And I think you're a lot like me, where you could go back in a project that you just got done with and you could still make 1,000 changes to it. You know,
that's
never
the
ends.
Beauty of it, where like, if we had the same access to footage and I edit it one way and you edit it, it could be totally different. Like the mood could be totally different.
Totally
like
different.
Mine could be serious. Yours could be, you know what I mean? Like happy, sad. Like there's so many variations to how you can edit footage,
right? Which
is kind of cool because there's no like right or wrong way to do it.
Yeah, that's sort of like the artistry of it. You know, like the creative aspect of it, because you can do it 1,000 ways,
an infinite amount of ways,
Yeah, seriously. Everyone has their own styles. Everyone shoots on different gear. But there's also like, for the most part, one common goal. Like you just want to make a video,
right?
Which is crazy. So I mean, there's so many ways to do it, and it's cool seeing everyone else's processes on it.
Right.
Know? Everyone's different.
Everyone uses different editing softwares.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy.
There's so many different variables. Not even just like the video, but audio, graphics, different assets you use.
Mm-hmm.
Filters.
That is one thing I will say that helped me a ton getting into videography, was knowing how to make graphic assets because coming from a graphic design background, like being able to quickly convert logos to vector format or JPEGs or PNGs and overlay them, keyframe them to move, do the motion graphics, keyframe assets individually because I'm exporting them individually in Illustrator. That I think is what gave me a little bit of an advantage because like while the video might have been junk, you know, there's other things that added to it. Yeah.
I am not there. Like, there's a page in DaVinci. So like, you use Premiere.
Yeah.
I use DaVinci. There's a dedicated page for like animations and stuff that just melts my mind. It is called the Fusion page. And it is my nemesis.
I've heard of it. Yeah. Dude. No, I think there's a lot of tools now. I mean, it's so much different than when I started doing it too. Like there's all these AI programs that can just cut your workload in half that have just changed the way everything works. And I love it.
Let's get into AI right now.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, real quick, I want to thank some sponsors. First off, we've got Fights Backwoods Beer and Bait in Fallen. Then we've got Ken's Affordable Auto in Siren. And then up in Danbury, we've got Throttle RX. So thank you guys. Back to the show. Are you excited about it?
I am.
Are you terrified of it?
No, I'm very excited about
it.
Me I think
too.
For my business, it has allowed me to do so much more and do so much more at a better quality and efficiency that I never could. You know, there's this interesting quote that I heard about the painting. When painting first became a thing, if you painted on a canvas and not on a building, that was considered fake. Because it was like what you paint on buildings, you don't paint on that. And then when the camera came out, it was like, oh my God, painting's dead. Yeah. When it's like, it's not dead. People still paint. Yeah. It's just a different thing, albeit not as much. Yeah. And there's a different way for it. But I think I see it as more of like another tool in the tool belt and not a replacement.
Dude, I'm right there with you. I just implemented some AI visuals into some of my commercial work now. With this, it's for an insurance company, and we basically are trying to not mimic, but take a lot of the inspiration from the Mayhem guy. That's So obviously, like he was wrecking shit, and like we're trying to wreck stuff to like be pertinent to insurance. Yeah, but obviously we're not.
But you don't have $1 million budget to be wrecking cars.
So.
No, I think that's a great use case.
Right.
I think what it does is it replaces the availability.
Yeah.
We're moving out of the how do I make it era into the what do I make era.
And how do I use it? Like,
it's just the barrier to entry is so low.
It's getting really good too.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Dude, if I didn't have bills and kids and a mortgage, dude, I would be so in the weeds on this stuff and just making the dumbest stuff right now and just figuring out how it works. It would be crazy. Now I just there's too much risk for me to just take 5 days to learn it. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a learning curve. Like when I talk about this, I literally just started this probably 2 months ago and just scratching the surface. I know that there's so much more tools out there that I could utilize. I just haven't got the time to basically YouTube it and figure out how to do it.
And that's all it takes, honestly. It's just like taking the time to do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan.
For it.
I'm a big fan. I like it a lot.
Like even with some of the podcasts, like editing stuff, like it can make my workflow 1,000 times like easier.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Insane. Yeah. I don't know if I ever told you this, but when we first started doing our podcast in 2020, it was like there was no editing software that really made it easy to multicam edit. I mean, Premiere has a multicam function where you can keyframe your keyboard so you can choose cameras 1, 2, 3 and go back and forth.
Split.
But I still had to go through the entire episode. So if it's an hour long, it would take me, no joke.
Oh yeah.
10 to 12 hours per episode every single week is what I would dedicate to that. I could not imagine doing that now. Now it's like an hour to 2 hours tops.
Yeah. I'll watch. So yes, I think I talked to you about this before. I had Autopod in the past.
Yeah.
Where I could level. I don't use it anymore, but same principle. Just DaVinci has their proprietary software. So it's like I didn't need Autopod anymore, so I stick with it. But same principle where I can sync or I can link a video file to an audio file to when someone's talking, and it will cut for me. It's not perfect still. Like I will still
You gotta
watch the
adjust it,
whole thing. So yes,
at the end of the day, it's still an autonomous thing.
man.
It's not a real person. You still need that human touch
Right.
to it, but it eliminates the first like 4 steps.
Dude, it
and
saves so much
makes
time.
it easier.
Yeah.
It's not, again, it's not a replacement for a
Right.
regular editor, but God, it makes it so much faster.
Not even with like just the visuals, but there's some AI software that I use with audio too, where it will take out a lot of like, it's just noise reduction, which I have no idea how this stuff works.
Yeah.
I just fine tune it to where it doesn't sound like a robot, and it cuts a lot of BS out of the background.
Yes.
And it's insane how it can do that.
Definitely.
Or noise reduction.
Yeah.
I don't know how it does it.
Huge.
It's magic.
Huge.
But
it's
yes,
just
I'm excited about
I mean,
it.
at the end of the day, it just takes very simple concepts that take forever to do and just replaces it with an electronic way to do it, you know?
I'm jacked for it. I don't think. Oh, one thing that I think will be pretty popular in the future. Like I think AI is going to be is definitely here, and it's just consistently evolving and being better. Like we're not going to know a lot of the difference. I think in the future, what's real and what's fake. It's
think
gonna be
we're
so
already
good.
there.
Yeah, there is a
We're
lot of
already
things,
there.
but I think what's going to be popular in the future is things that are not perfect, where it's like
Yes.
someone poured their heart and soul, and it might not be like pristine perfect, but you're like,
Totally.
this was definitely handmade.
Well, you're starting to see a lot of that on Instagram. Like a lot of these creators on Instagram now that are just like telling stories. You know that that's a human.
Yeah.
You know that it's edited by a human. There might be some flashy effects on
Yeah.
it that they use AI for.
Yeah.
But, it's like a real human to human connection.
Yep.
And I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about attention and it's all about money. And people buy from people and people watch people. And one thing that I heard that really remains true, no doubt, in like the 10 years that I've been doing this, is interested is interesting. So like,
Oh, yeah.
no matter how nuanced and how stupid it is, if you're interested in it, someone will like it.
Yep.
Even if they're not interested in the topic. I mean, that's the way our brains work.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think that's going away.
Never, man. I should show you some of the videos that. Yeah, I'll show you some of the videos that I've been doing with the AI stuff. It's not really released, but
Cool.
I want to show you. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I just started getting into it. I'm most excited for the use of it with transitions,
Yeah.
just
Yep.
because that's such a pain point, especially for these nuanced, slow videos that are just
Yep.
like, it needs something.
No, the one that you had with, I can't remember the art gallery or something, but oh shoot. But it's when you like transition to a crow,
Yeah.
a murder of crow.
Yeah, our buddy
Gross.
Bodie had
Bodie.
an art show. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
That was good.
I liked that.
Yeah.
I
And
was
you're
a big fan.
okay, so the Sherman buildings, the latest one with the Sarah McLachlan.
The ASPCA ripoff. Yeah,
Dude, that was good. I
like
love those
that.
little
Don't
skits
let
like
them
that.
suffer.
Yeah, don't let your grill suffer out in
Yeah.
the cold.
Yeah.
Shit, like perfect marketing.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
that.
Did you come up with that?
I didn't come up with the
is
idea,
so
but I came up
good.
with the script.
That was good.
Yeah, the
And
idea
then-
was
then,
one of
like,
the guys
the-
that worked there.
Really like professional, like interview style where she's just like black and white. I love that.
Yeah,
Those are fun. I had a couple of those, and those are really fun. Those like short little skits.
quick hitters. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Dude, what else do you like about like commercial work? Is there any other like project that you're like, I love doing this?
I'm sure if I really sat down and just like went back through my work, I could really come up with a better answer than probably what I'm about to give you. But I really like the concert photography.
Yeah?
Because I do a lot of work for the casino. I really, really like doing
Dude.
concert photography. That's been sweet.
I know I messaged you when I first found out that you did the video at the hockey game, but dude, that blew my mind because I'm
Oh, yeah,
sitting,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sitting there right there, and I'm like watching this whole video. I was like, dang, this is good. I'm like, how did he? I wonder if here's what I actually thought when the dude was talking in
Ojibwe.
native or
Yes.
Ojibwe.
Yes.
I was like,
Dude, that was a
I
nightmare.
wonder how he like got the voiceover for this. He had to have somebody like editing with him that spoke it.
Nope.
No,
No.
how did you do that?
Bro, that project took years off of my life. That project took like 3 weeks for me to make because so there was 2 versions of the script. One
Yeah.
was in English, one was in Ojibwe.
Oh my goodness.
So ideally, what I thought was going to happen is they were going to stand next to each other.
Yep.
She was going to say it in English. He was going to say it in Ojibwe. It did not go that way. She recorded her whole thing, but paraphrased the script, didn't read it word for word. And then he recorded his version, paraphrasing her version. So I didn't even have a transcript of what this guy was saying. So I had to go through the script and sort of figure it out.
Yep. So this
I don't
video,
speak Ojibwe.
this video was on the huge jumbotron at the Grand Casino Arena, like at a Wild game, and me and my wife went there, and I'm like watching this, and I saw it on your, I don't know if it was a story or something.
I posted it on Facebook too.
And then I'm like, oh shit, that's Kody's video. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was there, I saw that, dude, and he's like, yeah, I was there too. I was sitting in this, and we ended up figuring out we're like literally like 6 rows from each other, but no, it was
So
a good
funny.
video, and like I'm like, man,
Oh, I appreciate
this
that.
has got to be
Yeah,
a
so-
lot of work with this.
Yeah, every year they do a Native American Heritage Night at Allianz Field for the soccer games. And then now that they have the partnership with the arena, obviously, I made that video for them. But yeah, it was like crazy trying to sync that up because in post, I would take like her sentence, his sentence,
Yes.
her sentence, his sentence. But there was so many cuts to that because there's a lot of lulls while they're talking
Yep.
and in between. And I didn't know which takes were the right take because he would say things multiple times.
Yep.
And then I just had to figure out like, okay, what sounds the cleanest, but also what matched what she said. And then for B-roll, all I had was the museum
Yeah.
that they had. So it was just like 1,000 shots of the same thing.
Yeah.
So I actually ended up using some of the footage I took from the Native American Heritage Night at Allianz Field. So I had to make that look like it wasn't at a soccer game.
Like it was the jingle dress.
Yes.
Like that was the main.
It was the story of the
Yeah.
jingle dress, which is crazy. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's super cool doing work for them, honestly, because like learning more about the Ojibwe culture and like the story of the jingle dress and
Yeah.
like things that like, obviously I didn't grow up learning that. So even from that, like starting at square one, I didn't even know the story before this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm so lost. When I say that took years off my life, like, dude, I was so stressed that whole week,
Were you?
3 weeks, whatever it took to make it.
Did you film on site too? Like, were you the guy?
No.
Down below?
No.
Okay.
They have their own team at the arena. Yeah.
I just thought about that right now. I'm like, I know there was a guy following while they were dancing.
Yep. No, I'm not
in
a
the
part
center
of that.
ice. Okay.
Yeah, they have their own team at the arena
That's what I
itself,
thought.
but it was super cool to see my video playing for 5
That's
minutes
gotta be
interrupted on the jumbotron.
insane.
Though. I was like, dang, this is kind of a trip.
That had to have been like me watching and had no idea it was your video. Like just watching it, and I was
That's
like,
funny.
man, that is freaking cool.
the color
man.
grade was so bad on
No,
it though.
wasn't.
It was so
good.
bad.
It was probably they had one missing tile. In
I
it
saw
too.
that. I know. I was like,
I think that's what gave it away. I'm like, I was on the same side because I remember seeing that one tile out and
missing
I'm
on the
like,
screen. I was like, oh, this is a bad time.
We
for
had to
this
have been
pixel
close
go
to
out.
each other. Boom, we're like
Yeah.
6 rows. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn it, man. Should have known you're there.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was really cool.
Definitely had to have been a milestone. Like that's got to be insane.
Definitely. I wish that like in the moment some of those felt better than what they did. That project was so stressful, and they did give me free tickets to the game to see it too, so that was kind of cool.
Did they give you chips at the casino?
Chips like player chips?
Yes.
No.
Oh, my
no. No, I don't even know. I think I'm allowed to gamble there. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to gamble there, but there's something weird like I can't win over X amount or what. I don't even know how it works. There's a lot of rules. I just don't even do it. I'm not go gamble for fun, but I mean, like $100. You
Love
know,
me some blackjack.
me
I'm a
too.
Freaking degenerate.
Me too.
It's like you can't work there. Just be like,
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty strict on that. So that, whatever. But yeah, the milestones have been kind of cool with that too, because, I got to make some of the 2 of the commercials that would play on like Sunday football last year for Grand Casino. Made some of those. So, some of
wanna
that
keep
kind of
my eyes
stuff
out
is
for
cool.
this.
But, some of these projects, you get so in the weeds on and it gets so stressful that it's like takes a lot of the enjoyment out of it
Right.
almost, Where it's like, I don't even want to see that again.
what's one project that just like what's one project that you probably learned it might have been a disaster, but I'm sure there's like something you've learned the most from one project.
Definitely. First one comes right to my mind. I do a lot of work for Pine Technical and Community College in Pine City. The first year they did this summer academy where it's a 3-day event where they bring in like high school age kids, and they do, it's 3 different tracks. So there was an art track, a nursing track, and a welding and automation track.
Yep.
So for all 3 days, I was the only person trying to get, it was 4 videos was the deliverables, one highlight video for each track of all 3 days, and a highlight video of all of them together for the college. So it's 4 videos separately.
And then 1 as a highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So 3 individual and 1 for the whole program.
Yep.
And the first day I realized I was in over my head. I mean, like 10-hour shoot days, all 3 days. I realized very quickly I've massively under budgeted myself for this. I don't even have enough batteries. The first year I did it, I was like charging batteries while I'm shooting, swapping cards out. Like I had no idea what I was doing. And I was so stressed the entire time. And then I go to edit it and like organizing 3 days worth of footage that I'm filming all day for, while also in the moment trying to plan and coordinate, trying not to miss anything from each of these, because it's 3 individual classrooms, but they're constantly moving around the college, going to different stations. So trying to keep track of all that, plus coordinating with their marketing department on how they want it to look and all this, so like that was a massive learning curve for me.
I bet in the beginning too, you overshot a lot, or at least I did. Like, dude, I'm like,
didn't even use
I'm
half
pushing
of
record
it.
and it's not coming off until my cards are full.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I don't need to do that.
Right. Yeah. Now you come and do it with a better idea of how to plan it. You know, in multiple years, I've done it for them, I think 3 years in a row now. So like now when I go to shoot it, I know
the process.
I have more batteries now. I have better gear now. I have, you know what I mean? I think the biggest learning curve for me was like, you need to make and set aside some portion of what you make to be able to upgrade your gear for things like that.
Right.
And I think that was the biggest thing that I did for myself, was reinvest that money back into the business, because if I didn't, like, man, life would be terrible.
Oh yeah.
It makes it so much harder.
Dude, gear. Okay. I think gear gets, this is a not touchy subject, but sometimes gear is a cripple sometimes.
Yeah, big time.
But also like it's important.
Yeah.
Like
just having the right stuff.
Having the right stuff is very
for
important.
How you shoot.
Yes.
Everyone's going to be different.
Everyone's going to be different.
Like even me and you, like even looking at your stuff, I was like, we approach it so much differently. Yeah. Which is, and it's not a bad thing or good thing. I'm sure the way you do it is probably a lot easier than the way what I do it, but I keep such a slim bag, you know.
Fuck, dude.
I barely bring anything to the shoot.
Oh my gosh, I overpack so much. But with my outlook on gear is I don't want my hardware to hinder my creativeness.
Yeah.
That's about the best way I can explain it.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's like I've always taken this approach of like, I have to have some rules to be able to make something really creative in my mind. If I don't have those guardrails, it's almost too much freedom, especially if I don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how expensive this camera is. If I don't
I don't know how to use
half of the settings, it just doesn't matter.
Right.
And I think that's like the biggest thing that I would say to someone who wants to get into it, but like feels a huge barrier, is that like, just start.
Just do your iPhone too.
No matter how many hours and hours and hours you do of research, it's never going to be good the first go.
Oh, definitely
it's
not. Just accept it and just do it,
just
dude.
Do it, and just do it as many times as you can.
I will say, if someone is starting out, I think probably the most overlooked piece of gear you can get just starting out, I think, is a good computer.
Yeah, I would agree.
That was my crutch in the beginning. Like I would shoot GoPro videos a lot, and they were probably trash, but I'd always get hung up that my computer wouldn't render those files, and I just got frustrated. So everything started taking off for me when I bought a nice computer that could handle those files.
Definitely.
And I'm about to buy a freaking new camera because that thing keeps overheating.
I'll buy it.
I'll give you $20 for it. We're not having that happen again. Literally just grabbed a Ziploc bag, filled it with a bunch of ice shavings, and it's propped up against it.
Boom.
I'm glad
Run
I had
and
some
gun.
Zip lights. Dude,
Run and
that's
gun.
the shit you have to deal with. It's Try to make something work.
That
But that's
is
never
a
freaking happened to me.
testament to the hardware, dude. It's just like even when you have something dialed, there's always something.
I literally thought I had everything dialed, and then this BS happens.
Always
But
something.
we overcome it. We're fine.
It looks nice.
Well, I appreciate it. I hope it works. Gosh. No, but yes, computer for me was the pinnacle of like my favorite purchase starting out was a very nice computer.
I think for me, I think learning the software and the nitty gritty of like what you're shooting on is the most important thing, because regardless if you're shooting on a phone or on a camera, on a GoPro, on an Osmo, on a 360 camera, on whatever, it's all going to determine on what you need, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many people that make such cool stuff off of just their phone.
Dude, I won't rip on iPhone footage. Like, it is really good. Even the photos and the videos, I will say.
Dude, I just got the Pro Max.
Did you?
Pro or 17 Pro
like
Max.
I
love it.
You love it?
I love it.
I will say.
It's so cool. The footage is unreal.
Dude, it's so good. I will say, though, that I can tell, okay, if I have any of my cameras and it's from 16 mil to 24 mil, I can't really tell the difference between an iPhone footage and my cameras in that focal range.
Mm-hmm.
I think where you can be like, that is definitely shot on an iPhone is past that 24 mil. Like it,
but it's all who's shooting on it too, because you use that Blackmagic camera app on your phone,
Yeah.
and you can dial in all the settings, ISO, aperture, everything.
but it's the compression that I'm talking. Like,
Oh yeah,
if you
yeah.
have
I see what
something
you're saying.
screamed in, I'm like,
Right.
I don't think even digitally, like when you see the bokeh in the background, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not quite sold on that.
Yeah, right,
But
right.
when you get something past 24, and I'm talking like in the 50 mil range,
Mm-hmm.
then you can be like, that is super compressed. That's definitely not on an iPhone. I think past that, then you're
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah. No, that's funny.
But
I don't even notice that kind of stuff, to be honest with you.
Oh,
a lot
dude.
of times I'm just like, I can't even tell. Especially some of these people I see on Instagram, I'm just like, damn, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all shot on iPhone. I'm like,
Right.
what?
No, it's great.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, if I had an iPhone when I was
And
like
it's always
15,
on you.
It's always
dude,
on you.
yeah.
If I had an iPhone with this capability at 15, dude, oh my God. I would have
wish
been
I
making
s-
such cool
dude.
stuff.
How long have you been doing this? The video side?
Professionally or just for fun? I would say
Ooh, that's
for
a good,
fun
that's a good
since I was
question.
like 12.
Yep.
I had this just shitty little purple camera, Sony camera that like the camera spun.
I don't know.
Because then I could get real low angles when we were skateboarding.
Yeah.
Because that's what you know, I just tried to mimic whatever skate videos we were watching.
Is it like this big and it was like a camcorder? Like it just flipped up?
I had one of those too.
Okay.
This was like a purple camera. The top had a camera that spun 270 degrees. It didn't spin all the way around. It would like flip close. That's how you shut it off, flip open. And I just did that so that we could get it low. And I couldn't even see the display. So I'm like, oh, did I get the shot?
That's why you need a
Couldn't
monitor.
even frame it right. Oh, dude, this was before I was even before I even knew what an SD card
Right.
was. You know, I was
Oh my
recording
goodness.
internally
Recording
on like the
on
2
a floppy
gigabyte
disk.
Oh, dude, it was unreal.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God, the best thing that could have ever happened to me. My dad bought me a Canon Rebel T3i when I
you
was
started
like
on Canon.
7th grade,
Okay.
and I remember it came with like a 50 mil prime lens.
Yep.
And I remember being like, why doesn't it zoom? Like, why don't I have any zoom? How do I zoom?
Dude, if I had one prime lens, it would be a 50 mil.
Oh,
I
totally.
think that's
Me too.
that's my absolute favorite.
too.
50.
100%. Honestly, though, I have a 24-70 on my camera, and that's like my go-to.
Yep.
That's
I'm
my
with you. I'm
everyday
with you
carry.
there.
Like that is
Yep.
on my camera 90% of the time.
If I picked one lens to have,
Yes.
nothing else, 24-70.
Yes.
That's it.
Dude,
G Master.
yes. It is
Yeah.
so good.
Dude,
it's so good.
amazing.
Wide, tight, you know, like
It's just
interviews.
right in
it
that
looks
middle.
so good.
Yeah. I have never shot on a. No, actually, I've never shot on a prime though, except for on a. Let's see, it was a Canon R50 crop, and it had a prime 50. So really, it wasn't a 50 mil. Like it was probably more like 75.
Oh yeah, because the
Yeah.
crop factor. It's like
Yeah.
1.5 times. So it'd be
Yeah.
like a 65 or whatever.
But I've never shot any primes with my cameras now.
Dude, that was a big learning curve for me too. My first Sony camera was a A6400.
Yep.
and I did not know the difference between APS-C or crop sensor and full frame.
And yeah.
And so these lenses that I'm like, oh, I have all these.
Oh my goodness!
I have
Did
all
you
these
buy
Sony
lenses?
Yeah.
You bought full or crop sensors?
Yeah.
For full frames? Oh no!
Yes, I definitely did.
Oh no!
Thank God they were cheaper. You mean like $200 lenses,
Yeah.
which at the time was a lot for me. So I'm like, oh,
Right.
this one's way cheaper. I'm going to buy this. And I'm like, why is this so cropped in? I just
Yeah.
don't get it. And the quality is just not good.
Yeah.
Come to find out, like that's just another learning
curve, dude.
Dude, it was so bad.
Oh, my
so bad.
goodness.
And then vice versa, pulling over my full frame lenses to my crop sensor. I'm like, when I zoom it out, why do I have these black bars? I'm like, because the lens.
I've never had that happen.
The lens in reverse
Yep.
is you're not getting the whole thing. It doesn't, there's less of the sensor. So you can pick up the outside of the lens.
Oh no!
Yeah. So you'd have to zoom
See,
it
I
in.
thought you could go from you could take a full frame and put it
You can.
on a crop, and it's totally fine.
You can.
Yeah.
But you see part of the
Oh,
lens because your
yeah.
sensor is
You just
smaller.
have to crop and post.
Or your sensor is bigger than what
Yeah.
what the inside of the
Yeah.
lens is. You have to crop it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like these little things. It's like you just have to do it to learn
exactly.
it. I mean,
can't-
kids now probably won't even have to deal with that. I mean, it's probably all
Probably
going to
not.
be electronically integrated into the cameras now.
I don't know if they're making any more crop. I
I don't even know.
don't have any. Do you still run any crop sensors?
My 6400,
No.
very, very rarely.
These are all fulls.
If I need a B cam for photos, I will
Yep.
use that for photos because it has a really, really nice high megapixel count, fast shutter speed. It's small. It's easy
Yep.
to use. Usually, if I have a B camera, it's like someone who's like
Dude.
not super familiar with the camera. So it's like, just click this button.
Yep. That's all
You're
we do.
good.
We just click buttons.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
dude,
click
there's
this
so
button.
many.
I'll set it up.
There is so much more. I feel like a lot of people look at like videographers and go, "What are you doing? You just push a button."
Yeah.
Like, shut up. Like, there's so much more
Dude,
to
I
it.
will say too, like the delta between learning photos and learning videos, it's the same settings, but used totally different. It is wild. I would never in a million years crank my ISO way up on a video unless I'm on my FX3 1280.
Yeah, 1280.
But in photos, like
Dude.
pre Lightroom and pre AI denoising, like Topaz Labs and whatever else programs.
This is news to me. I'm by no means a photo guy.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
implement it.
So, but pre all this technology,
Yep.
the photos would come out and they'd be so grainy, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Why the hell are my photos so bad?"
Just someone throwing
Just
sand
knowing I'm
everywhere.
at like 10,000 ISO, and this like, dude, that's not even like you don't even know how to work the camera.
I don't know photos, but I know enough.
Yeah, it's
to kinda
tough.
get
It's tough.
by.
It's totally different.
Oh my
Photo
gosh.
to video is totally different.
Yeah.
like it's a different animal.
Do you enjoy one or the other more?
It depends on the scenario.
That's
I
true.
much more prefer concert photography
Yeah.
over videoing a concert.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Oh my
Trying
goodness.
to dodge all the lasers
Oh
so they
my
don't break my
gosh,
camera.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I literally was yes, I'd filmed some shorts for a friend, and I was like, please tell me you don't use fucking lasers. And he's
Yeah.
like, no. And I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah,
That
I've
would've
heard
been a
horror stories.
hard-
I've never had it happen to me. Oh, actually, I do have a funny story about. I was doing photos for Flo Rida when he was at Grand Casino, and I was like from me to you away from
Yeah.
Flo Rida. You know, he's up on the stage, so I'm like, let's say 5 feet below him.
Yep.
And I'm right next to him, and I have my A7 III with my 24-70.
Yep.
And I'm tight in on his face, and he opens this bottle of champagne. And he looks right at me and smiles. And I'm like,
Oh,
these
no.
are sick. And he starts shaking this. And it flies. And it's all over me, all over my camera. My camera, even the spin dial on my A7 III doesn't work anymore because it's stuck from champagne. But it was from Flo Rida. So it's kind of cool.
From Florida, yeah.
It's kind of cool. Got some
Oh,
cool
my
shots of Ice
goodness.
Cube, too, the week before that. That was
Yes.
sweet. Yeah, so I really like concert photography. That's fun. That's a
That
lot
would
of
be-
fun.
I
Because I,
gotta
think
get
it's
into photos.
It's I wouldn't say it's well, I mean I would definitely say it's easier than doing concert video, no doubt. Because you can switch it up.
Dude, and then like if lights are going, I struggled with like at that shoot that I had, there's some spinny lights and stuff, and yeah, just
Adjusting,
trying to
yeah.
adjusting my exposure in that was
Yeah.
tough.
Me learning to shoot in RAW versus in JPEG changed the entire game because it's like you have
Dude.
so much more flexibility.
Oh my gosh.
It just does. It's not even close.
You gotta I think we were talking this earlier. You don't shoot log for videos?
I do, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's where I was like, the flexibility I have with my exposure and white balance
Yeah.
with a log format versus just your normal Rec 709 is insane.
Big difference.
Oh my goodness.
Big difference.
I freaking love log.
But again, for me, it's like I'm
It's
trying
so
to make my
hard.
my workflow more
Exactly,
efficient,
yes.
and I sometimes don't have the time to go through and individually color grade my clips, and I don't want to do that. And a lot of the stuff I'm making is just for quick vertical social media reels, anyway. So it's like, gosh, how do I just simplify this?
Okay, we're gonna go into this. How do you feel about dual shooting horizontal and vertical video?
Yeah, it's tough.
Hot
It's
topic.
really hard. It does happen though. No
Yes.
doubt it does happen. I now am a lot more picky about, like, how do you want this? I'm
Yes.
much more diligent about asking the client, where is this going to live? And then I will give you suggestions based on that. But if it's multiple and it cuts from that, I just want you to know one of them is going to be lacking.
Yes.
Whether it's the vertical or the horizontal, whatever one you want me to focus on more is what one I will make better.
Yes.
But I can't make a
It's
horizontal
like
video
one or
out
the
of a
other.
vertical video. You got to pick.
It's so hard.
It just lacks in quality if
Yeah,
you don't.
exactly.
What I've started doing, shoot everything in 4K, noting that I'm going to export it in 1080, shoot it a little bit wider no matter what, so I have that freedom to crop, and then really even wider if I know I'm going to crop it for vertical video. But it still just doesn't look the same.
It doesn't.
It compresses weird. It doesn't look good.
So yeah, it's...
And I think you can tell as the viewer. I think there's something about it where it's like, turns me off a little bit. I can tell when it's cropped in, even if it's 4K, and even if it's, there's so much you can do to mitigate it. But I think
it's the framing.
It just
too.
doesn't
it's
work.
Like, I think sometimes I can tell if something was framed for a dual shot.
Yeah,
'Cause
especially
it's just-
podcast clips.
Yeah.
Because it's either tight on the subject or it's like, this looks weird.
Yes.
Something about it looks weird.
Claustrophobic almost.
A little bit.
Yep.
Takes up the entire screen. Your head is the whole screen.
Yes. But it's nice though. I will say I like shooting either or. Like if I had it my way, it'd be like, where do you want this to go? Instagram or YouTube? Vertical or horizontal? And it'd be just one. But I do get why we shoot dual sometimes, because it just will live more and more eyes on it. But it's frustrating to like portray that you're gonna get a half-ass, or not half-ass. That's probably a bad way to
No, you're
explain
right.
it.
One lacks, no doubt.
Yes, like if you dual shoot, you're not gonna get like the very professional shot that I could frame up and have it nice.
Right.
It's so frustrating.
Part of that just comes in the
to-
edit though too.
Yes,
It's like
yes.
just learning how to navigate that better.
But like
Making it quicker.
And it's hard. I think some of the expertise comes for if you do know that you're gonna dual shoot, is to know like I gotta keep my shots framed a little wider just for flexibility. Like that's a pro move.
But then you lose
But then
some of
exactly.
the cinematic style,
I freaking
The
love
flexibility's
just-
gone.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there is one thing that I did have to wrap my mind around the more that I got into doing it as a job and not as a hobby, is that at the end of the day, you're making something that
Yes.
someone else wants.
Yep.
It's not how you want it.
Right.
There might be some sacrifices. And then I think that's the difference between doing it commercially and doing it as like a artist.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you started out doing this as a hobby at first, and then you transitioned for it to be.
I mean, I still do it as
Commercial.
a hobby. I still
This
do it
is where
for,
I'm
I still
getting-
do some fun stuff.
This is that's kind of where I'm going at. Where's your creative outlet with it to keep it still fresh with you? Is it the on tap?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because, bring it back to, I have kids, I have a mortgage, I have, every aspect of what I do to some degree is for the betterment of my business, or, there's some commercial aspect to everything that I do now, regardless of if I believe that or not, or if I convince myself of it.
Yep.
Because even if I'm making a quick hitter reel for myself or for my friend Bodie, like I just put out a video last week on my own page, on my personal page, which I don't do ever, of my friend Bodie's art gallery that he has going on in Pine City.
Yeah.
shout out Bodie. If he, if
you
you're
go.
around Pine City through the end of February, go check out his art gallery at Pine Center for the Arts. But, just do that for free. Totally. Just like support the boy.
Yeah.
I wanted to try this new AI transition where those ravens, he turns into ravens and then it flies in front of the building and then it goes in.
Right in.
Something quick, a hook, whatever. I wanted to experiment with that. So it was just like a win-win, But that, I will say, that is the first time in a while that I've done something strictly just for fun.
Yep.
That was just to learn new tools and to benefit a friend.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That worked out great.
But at the end of the day, it doubles as advertisement for me.
Oh, yeah.
It doubles as advertisement for him. It doubles as like, oh my God, he can do that. You know, like I want something like that,
Yep.
Whatever. So regardless if I convince myself that it's for fun or not, there's an aspect of it that's like, it will benefit me in some way. My page is monetized on Facebook, my personal page,
Dude,
so like you get views and you make money, So I mean, it's not like there's an aspect of it where I'm going to make an honest effort to start making more videos just that I want to do myself.
Sweet.
But I'd be lying to myself if I said it was strictly just for fun, because there's always the back part of me that's like, I need to make money.
I get what you mean by this.
That's not what it's all about, but it's definitely an aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just had my page or I had a notification that said I could monetize my Facebook page, but I didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
I'll pick your mind about it.
And here's the deal. It's not worth it unless you're getting a ton of views.
I'm not.
I'll give you a good example. Last month I did 30,000 views on my personal page and it was like $3. If that. It was like
That's still a W, man.
A couple dollars. It was like,
do they give you a check or is it just like a Venmo?
no,
or?
it's automatic. You have to link your bank account
okay.
and whatever else, So my Focal Point Media business page is monetized and my personal page is monetized. And it also actually goes off of your shares as well too. If your shares get interactions and whatnot too. So that's also counted in that. So
nice.
But again, I don't make a lot of content for myself. I think I could do a lot better if I did.
Yep.
But
it's hard filming yourself too. Like,
totally.
Oh my gosh.
Totally. Because I hate it's like I can't see how I'm framed and I want to edit. I want to look
Monitors,
at it.
man.
Yeah. But I will say, I mean, doing it for so long, I'm definitely comfortable in front of the camera. Like it doesn't bother me whatsoever. And I think I've watched so many YouTube videos and I consume so much content. I know what I would want to see and how fast I need the pacing to be.
Yes.
I need it delivered in a way that makes sense efficiently.
Dude, it's fun to do those like personal projects too on the side.
It is.
Even though it's like,
it is.
Whatever. Because I don't know if you're like me, but I won't try anything like spectacularly new on my commercial stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll save that to my personal stuff. And if it works out, cool.
Yeah.
Then I'll implement it on some commercial stuff, but I'm not going to try something new on a paid gig, basically.
Yeah. That's actually funny that you bring that up because that reminds me, that's how I got into website design. That's how I got into making websites for people because
web designer too. I forgot one.
someone asked me one time, they were like, I had just quit my full-time job selling cars because I don't even remember what it was, $1,000 saved up. And I was like, screw it. I'm going all in.
That's what
Dude,
happened.
It was such a Hail Mary. I mean, this is how you can tell it was pre-kids because like I would never do that nowadays. But I had like $1,000 saved up. I was like, you know what? I don't even like selling cars anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to have nights and weekends to myself.
Oh,
I want to do what I want to do. I want to make money on what I want to do. So, someone asked me, can we do this video? Yeah. Make a video. Do you make websites? And I'm like, yeah, I make websites. Like, oh, well, we're looking for someone to make a website. We have all this money set aside, but we don't know anyone that makes websites. And we need someone to also take photos for the website and whatever. I'm like, yeah, I do all that. And then I go home.
So many hats,
and
man.
they're like, done, you're hired. And I was like, oh shit, I've never made a website.
Oh no.
I take that back. I made a couple for fun, like in college and in high school. And I knew kind of how to do it. And I had a little bit of design background with graphic design. So I'm like, well, guess I'm learning how to make websites. Dude. So, just go into the weeds,
and just let her fly.
I will say this. I've forced myself to become the type of person that unfortunately thrives when I'm the most stressed out. Like when my brain gets to the point where it's like you have no other choice than to just make it happen. I feel like I work so good in the clutch.
I got a story for you, or maybe a tale. I don't know. Do you know the Alexander Cortez?
No.
That whole story?
No.
And I might have botched his name, but let's just go with it. Alexander Cortez sailed to somewhere in South America, and they were tasked with just completely pillaging for gold or whatever. And he's like, we're doing this. And he set fire to their ships. And they're like, we're not
burn the boats.
Burn the boats. We're not going back until this is. We literally have no option but to do this. That kind of situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Burn the boats.
I hope I didn't mix that up. His name.
I don't purposely do it.
Yeah.
But there's definitely times, and I still do it to this day, where I'll procrastinate projects until the last minute.
Oh, dude, I'm right there.
And then I will just have some major breakthrough, and it's like, boom. But this year, I've decided to take my sleep a lot more serious, and I think that has changed the game. That has leveled me up bigger than any piece of equipment I've ever bought has, because the more well-rested I am, the better I sleep. I've been hitting the gym every day. Just like little things like that have leveled it up so much more than actually learning anything.
Yep.
It's like I feel like I've done years of absorbing so much. It's time to put it to use. I just need to dial in.
I was listening to that on the podcast with Supernaut. We were talking about how you would find, like, you're trying to, like, find time with your family, work, and they're like, well, I'm with my family when they come home, but like after they go to bed, that's when I get my work done.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm right there, and then I, work all night, and then I'm literally just taking away from my sleep. And
it's an easy cycle to get caught in.
I'm right there right now.
What really changed my perspective on it was, do you know who Andrew Huberman is? Huberman Labs.
I've heard of him.
He's a neurobiologist for Stanford. It's a big woo-woo, like the Manosphere podcast guys on YouTube. Anyways, so a lot of gym bros listen to the Huberman Labs podcast. Anyways, there was this study done that was saying that people in the sleep study that got 4 to 6 hours of sleep a night tested the same brain activity as someone who hadn't slept at all for 24 hours. And the craziest part is after 30 days, you don't stop getting tired. Your body just convinces you that you're used to it, when that's not the case at all.
Oh, I'm so fucking
Dude, that's what I did for years and years and years. I mean, when I was like 18, 19, 20, 21, probably all the way up, honestly, all the way up until 28, 29, I would literally get 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of sleep at night. And I'd be like, this is just how it is. I need to convince myself that I'm running better. But then I realized, I was not more efficient. I actually get way more done now with actually working less time. But because I'm so much more dialed in. Like I can lock into flow state so much better when I've slept more.
I feel like I lock into the flow state, right? If I'm on a video project, I'm like on it. And when I get my whole storyline in, I can't freaking stop. Mm-hmm. And then I just,
that's good.
This is this. But is it? Because then I just go all night and it destroys my sleep. That's
obviously
the part.
You gotta something as simple as just setting an alarm.
Exactly.
Like you can only work until this time, and then you have to shut it off. Because I think the key to getting back into it is being excited still.
Yeah.
So if you're excited when you leave it, you'll probably be excited when you go to pick it back up again. Because you're like in the middle of this thing. I feel like
then I try to go to sleep, but that's all that's in my mind is like, okay, maybe I should take that clip and move it. But no, and just sit there.
No, it's a fine line. I do the same thing. It's a fine line because in order to get good at it, you have to be obsessive about it, no matter what it is.
Dude,
and,
I love it.
You have to.
I freaking love it.
You have to. And that's your advantage. Is like there's a lot of people that do it that just hate it and that don't want to do it, but do it anyways.
I think there's a perspective thing too with what we do or what I'm doing is I hated my last job. No, I shouldn't say hated. I knew it was something I didn't want to do the rest of my life. So whenever I'm in like a really tough edit and just like, man, what am I doing? Just like thinking back to that perspective, be like, oh, you could be in like Louisiana in a 105-degree vessel with playing around with insulation.
Right.
Or you can be in your ice castle editing this video.
Right.
And instantly it's like...
No, it's literally all perspective because now I look at what I'm doing and I'm just like, I'm not doing enough. I need to scale my business. I need to work with more people. I need to get new clients, whatever. But then if I would see what I have now when I was 18, 19, 20, I'd be like, dude, what are you stressed about?
Dude,
what the hell are you mad about?
You're killing it right now. It is so cool.
Well, I'm glad it looks that way from the outside.
You're not killing it? It
No, I
seems
know.
great.
I'm very busy.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a good problem.
I think it is a good problem to have. But it's all just
Dude,
like,
but
it's all
it's-
perspective.
Yeah.
It really is. I get down on myself about it because it's like I have this weird thing in my brain where no matter where the goalpost is,
Yep.
when I get to where I thought that was, I realize that wasn't
more.
it.
Yep.
Keep going. Dude, you got to do 10 times more of that. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You thought that was the goal. Like, what are you talking about? Quit. You cannot go to sleep.
It's just like with the,
Let's
like
go.
the new camera gear. It's like, when I
Yes.
have this one, it'll be enough.
It's never enough. It's never enough. If it's a money goal, if it's
Yeah.
a skill goal,
Yep.
if it's a work goal, whatever it is, it's never enough. I realized that money was never actually the goal. I always thought that it was like, if I could just make
Yep.
75 grand in a year, if I could just make 100 grand in a year, I did really well selling cars,
Yeah.
Fortunately, I had a really good network of people in Grand Forks when I was going to school there. Great network of people when I moved back to Pine City because I grew up there.
Yep.
Sold a ton of cars. Sold like 300 cars the
Was
first
it-
year I worked in Pine City.
Was it fulfilling?
Hell no. That's what I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
making the most money I've ever made. Why am I not happy now?
Right. Dude, I'm the same.
That's
like,
why I quit. I'm
Dude.
doing video now.
I know.
There's no way. I cannot see myself doing this. I'm looking at all these old guys. They're like 50. They look like they're 70. I'm like, this guy's life sucks. I don't want to be that.
I don't want I feel the same way
I'm
about
going to
my
do what I
other
want to
job.
do.
Like piles of money per diem, working over the road, but I never saw my friends, never saw my
Exactly.
family.
Yeah.
I was not happy.
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough. Especially my perspective has totally changed now that I have a family.
Right.
Now that I have kids, it's like I could not imagine being gone
Dude, I
all the time. I can't do it.
remember being in these lunch tents. Is my fucking thing coming out? Is it? Do
I
got a
don't think so.
dangler?
No.
Anyways, I remember being in these lunch tents with like freaking hundreds of dudes on these oil refineries. And you'd look around, and most of the guys at that time were doing FaceTimes with their families, with their kids from out of state. And dude, that's not what I want to do.
Be terrible.
Oh my, and I tip my hat to them for them doing it because I didn't understand it at the moment, how hard that is, because I wasn't a father at that time. Now, like thinking back, how freaking hard that is to leave your family and be gone for
Yeah.
months on end.
Yep.
That's tough.
Yeah, it'd be really tough. It'd be really tough. I give a
Not
lot of
for
people
me.
credit for doing that, especially
Yeah.
in the video world too. It's easy to get caught up in the cool gigs, concert
Yeah.
photography in particular. If you go on tour, you get a job with a major artist, you're not home for 7 months.
Do you have
8
anything
months.
like that?
No.
No.
I've had opportunities, but never anything that I would confidently say that I could do that. Yes, definitely. Please take me on tour for 8 months.
Yeah.
I don't care what the price tag is.
That's-
It would have to be
Yeah.
so much money that it would just not even make sense. And I could only do it for a year.
I don't think I could do that.
I could not do it. Having 2 kids is like, damn,
It's the
I would
best
much rather
thing,
just be
dude.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
It's
sweet.
the freaking best thing in
I
the
just heard
world.
this quote not that long ago. I can't remember what comedian it was, but they said like having kids is like going to the coolest water park you've ever been to, but you can't leave.
Is it Bert Kreischer? That
No, I
seems
don't
like
think it was
something
Bert
you'd say.
Kreischer. No.
Fucking water park.
Oh, why?
No, it's fine.
I can't remember who it is. Buddies with Shane Gillis. Anyways, I was like, damn, that's so true. Like
Yep.
when it's fulfilling, it's like so fun.
Yes.
But then there's times where it's like, damn, just let me leave the
They'll-
water park.
They'll test your patience.
Yeah,
It's great though.
for sure.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
it.
So no, it's sweet. It's a lot of fun, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I think that
Hell
also
no.
is a different driver for me now creatively too, because I approach projects much differently. I'm like, I have to plan my day knowing it's different now because my wife actually just dropped down to casual at her job. So she only works a couple days a month now. But pre that, the kids were going to daycare 5 days a week. So I would drop them off for daycare, try to get the gym in, go to my
Yeah.
office, leave at 3:30 so I could pick up the kids from daycare, come home, cook them dinner. So it's like there's so many hours in the
Dude.
day and like I can't get everything I need to get done.
Right.
Now it's different that, Taylor's not working as much, which is a huge level up for me.
That's super nice.
But now trying to figure the balance of like now it's not an excuse to not be home, So I got to like toe that line.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You're aware of it and like trying to have that work-life balance. That's tough.
Trying to.
That's tough
I don't know if
when
it's
it's like
working.
you own your own business. That is,
It is.
my God.
Because in my mind, it's like the only thing stopping me is me.
Yeah.
So like, okay, well, let's get rid of that
Right.
barrier,
Is there any companies that it would be like the pinnacle of like who you'd want to work with?
I don't know. I don't really know. Honestly, I would say it has to be a balance of like work that's creatively fulfilling, but also like the pay is good, but also like the outside perception is good too. You know, like as stupid as that sounds, that does matter to me. You know, like I love putting stuff out, and there's nothing more fulfilling when like your friends hit you up like, dude, that was such a cool video. I cannot believe you just took photos for Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean? That's the coolest feeling. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like that's the coolest feeling ever. Getting to meet E40 at Grand Casino, taking photos for E40, and then getting to meet him backstage and hanging out with him. It's like, dude, this is the coolest thing ever. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, honestly, working with Grand Casino is a great gig because it's like you get to go to all the cool concerts. Yeah. There's a lot of mindless BS that I do behind the scenes between like making some of the displays that play on the casino floor that I've done 1,000 times that like are so monotonous and whatever. But like the one photo of Ice Cube with flames behind him and his arms up that I have, that I was like, I think I'm going to frame that.
Yes.
It's like so cool.
Like a poster.
Yeah. Like stuff like that.
How'd you
like,
get into that job? Like, did you reach out to them or were they calling
No, actually.
you?
So a friend of mine was the hiring manager like 2.5 years ago. And I remember her hitting me up and being like, hey, we have this job opening. You should apply. And I was like, no, thanks. Like I literally make my own schedule and I do whatever I want when I want. Yeah. Like, I'm good. Yeah. And she's like, no. Just look at the job requirements and tell me this isn't exactly made for you. It was like, we want to find someone between Mille Lacs, Minneapolis, and Hinckley, and they need to know animation, graphic design, videography, photography, and whatever else. And they need to have a bachelor's degree at minimum, and they need to have 5 years of experience. They need to know this, whatever. That's literally looked like my resume to a T, you know? So I was just like, damn, okay, maybe. I'll apply. Screw it. I'll put together a quick sizzle reel. I'll put together a resume. I haven't put together a resume in like 5 years. Yep. You know, like it wouldn't hurt to just have some of my portfolio put together anyways. I didn't even have a website for myself at this time.
Oh my gosh, I'm right there.
So I'm just like, okay, I'll put this together. Whatever. I'll make it work. I'll apply tonight. And so I applied, got a call with the creative director. Yep. And on the phone, we just hit it off. And I was like, damn, this is the guy that I'd work for. Like, he's cool as hell. Yeah. Like, he was so much fun. And he still is my boss to this day. Like, I wouldn't even call him a boss because we just like chop it up about like cool new technology and YouTube videos and whatever.
How many people were even like met the requirements for that?
I don't even.
Do you know how many people applied for it?
I don't even know. I want to say 3 or 5, but I don't even know if that was the case.
If they had like this area in between all these areas, like,
it's so specific.
Fit you perfect,
so specific, and for me to be so close to the Hinckley Casino was huge for them too, and so. I think my superpower is like, give me in a room of like, 50 to 60-year-old women. And that's my superpower. Yep. Like I will sell them on my ability to talk and be like, that's the guy. This is the guy.
I got you guys.
So like, I feel like I'm so good in interviews. I mean, that sounds so braggadocious, but like, I feel like
you know your strengths.
It's a vibe thing. Yeah. I feel like I'm a good vibe match.
You're good with people and talking to people. Very.
So I got the job and I was like, damn, now what? Like, I didn't even really want to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was like,
it was gonna just be like,
it was like originally I thought, because I thought like maybe I can spin this to just be a monthly retainer, and then I just keep my own gig. And then, basically they're like, hey, you don't have to stop doing your thing. Like we want you to do what we want you to do. But outside of that, as long as you get what we need done, like do whatever you need to do. And it's fully remote. So like work when you want, where you want, whatever.
That's nice.
I was like, oh, that's sick. Okay, so if I'm not here taking photos and videos, like I can be in Florida, like visiting my grandparents. So like, yeah, no problem. As long as you don't need to be here for anything. Yeah. Now that's changed because I got to be there like twice a week or whatever. So they're like trying to get everyone to come back from being remote.
Boo.
But yeah, so that is a little bit of a navigation there, but still like cool benefits, health insurance, which is huge for me.
Yeah.
Now with the family, health insurance is huge. Dude. That's a huge priority for me.
Thankfully, my wife holds our health insurance.
Yes, and my wife did forever. That was the only reason why she was able to drop down from work as much as she was because I have health insurance now.
I love my wife for this. Yep.
Yeah, for real. That's huge.
That is
and it's
very big.
still expensive, dude. I still pay like $240 or $280 a week for that or whatever it is, you know?
I don't know. I don't even know what. I don't even handle it. It's like, honey, are we good? Are we bad? Cool.
Yeah.
Shoot.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's like, it's such a balance, but that's one of the things that you got to consider. Also working for yourself. Like, yeah, it may seem like the money's good and you can name your own price, but two things. If they're not willing to pay what you're charging, and you also have to consider all these expenses like healthcare, you know, you're not invincible.
No.
At some point, you're going to need to go to the doctor's office. I don't care for how minute it was.
Bloody nose or whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at some point, you're going to need it.
Right.
And if you don't have it, it's
well,
going to
even
suck.
just like having kids too now.
Yeah.
Whew, that was a big bill.
Dude, we had health insurance and we're still like 20 grand in debt from having
goodness.
kids. You know, it's like
we're
crazy.
doing a home birth next. No, we're not. It's fine.
No, we're not. Yeah, it's crazy. It's expensive. Everything about kids is having kids is expensive.
Do you want to know what's expensive in our household? It's our berry bill right now.
Oh,
my goodness. She just wolfs down raspberries and blueberries.
Yes. Hey, it's better than, red 40 out of the bottle.
Absolutely.
Then your kid won't have that red 40 stare about him, you know?
Oh my goodness.
At least you'll have that. Hey, it's at least they're eating stuff. I have friends whose kids just like won't eat.
Oh, that's got to be. No, she will mostly want like mac and cheese, but she can be persuaded pretty easily.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
definitely not like a very picky eater. That would be.
We try to be conscious of it, but at the end of the day, it's like, damn, they just need to eat something.
Yeah.
They'll be all right.
Yep.
I feel like I grew up on such junk food that it's like, they'll be all right. They can bounce back a little bit. Yeah.
I wish one of these things would pop off right now for you.
I know. I want to catch something. It'd be kind of fun.
Before you got here, I was here editing some videos beforehand, and it was just like freaking very steady northerns and perch.
Dang.
I don't know what's going on now.
Yeah. Well, I'm just bad luck. Your camera's overheating. Your fish aren't biting. I also came a little late.
No, you're fine. You're all right.
I showed up too late. We missed the bite.
They're fine.
Well, what have you learned since getting into this? I mean, the setup has changed drastically. I remember the first clip I ever seen, you had 2 DJI mics hooked up to these.
Not even to these. They were like,
oh, it was different.
The whippy scoops. And they were like, one was super glued in there for a while. So yes.
Nice.
It's changed quite a bit.
You've changed a lot in here, yeah.
Yes, some insight from you as well. So yes, we're rocking better mics. And I had to get like heavier scoops because these mics are super heavy.
Yes. What are these the Rode Pod mics?
Yes.
Yeah, these are nice.
These are nice. I like these a lot. And yeah, but I mean, for the most part, it's camera angles. That was a big thing too, because I had the cameras back here at first, and then when you would touch the table,
move it,
shake.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then put them up here. I'm like, that sucks. So constantly evolving, man. It's
I heard this
always
quote
a work in
from Mr. Beast. Do you ever watch the Diary of a CEO podcast?
No.
Really good show, actually.
Okay.
You should watch it if you haven't yet. But he had an episode with Mr. Beast on there, and he was talking about like if you just improve 1% every video by like episode 200, it'll be so much better. Just a little upgrades here, little upgrades there. And
that's the goal, man.
With this industry, you can always get better.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you think you have your hardware dialed in, it's like your voice inflection, how fast you're talking, the preparation that you do, your lighting, your camera, your audio, your techniques that you're using.
Everything, dude.
You can always improve.
And you got to have the mindset that's like, it might not be perfect right away, but I will literally make it my goal to make something better each time.
Yeah.
It's just the right mindset to have.
Well, and that's the thing too. And you can't obviously chase perfection because perfection is unattainable.
You can chase it, but
there's also a big part of it. It's like just staying interested in it.
Oh yeah.
So regardless if progression means putting more effort into it that you don't want to put effort into, then just don't.
Right.
If you're at a place where you're happy with it, keep it there.
I am very
whatever is easiest, make it easy. Make the barrier lower for yourself. You know, it's cool. You got a hell of a setup here. This is so cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is sweet.
I have a lot of fun doing this. This is my passion project. Like, this is the outlet, the creative outlet, and a lot of the YouTube videos now.
If there was no limit to your setup, what would you change?
I'd get a bigger ice castle.
Yeah.
One bigger.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
For what?
just one size bigger has these nicer couches. It's a little more comfortable than these
Yeah.
bricks.
This is comfy.
Right.
I think
And
this is
just
comfy.
Getting more depth in the background. Like, I want more
Yeah.
separation in this.
Right.
So, like, I could have the guests slide out a little farther. Otherwise, I like... Okay, another nerdy thing. I wish I had variable temp lights. These,
Yeah, but that's an easy fix.
sort of, but it has to be 12 volt. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
But no, not
Yeah, but
much.
that seems like
Artwork.
it would be easy. Those light bars. Just get one of those light
Yeah.
bars
I should get
that are
something like
independent, so you don't even have to hook them up. Make USB-C rechargeable.
That's what these little guys are.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice. And if you want them
A
brighter,
sconce. This is a
this is
beautiful
nice.
sconce.
You like that?
Oh my. Oh my.
That's too bright.
This is high class.
A little accent.
We just actually got some sconces for our bedroom that are USB-C like this, and it just magnets on.
I screwed these in, but
These are sick.
they're nice. I can take them out.
And just charge them up.
Just charge them up.
yeah,
Yep.
that's
Those are
sweet.
nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You should do that up here. Light bar up here.
I should.
Boom.
And I tucked them away. But yeah, if you got anything I could probably learn from, you just let me know, because it's always...
Hell no, dude. I'm trying to slim down my setup. I'm trying to make it easier for
Oh
me.
my
I'm
gosh.
trying to eliminate how much hardware I have, I'm excited about some new gear. I brought some of it here thinking that I would be able to test it out here, but
Oh, we're gonna
I don't
test
even
it
know how
out.
to use it.
We're going to test it out. You know what I did implement that made life 1,000 times easier now?
What?
I labeled my cables.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
huge.
Like,
That's huge. Not having to figure out what's what.
I can instantly look at yours and go, all right, that's red
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
Like in the past.
No, that's huge.
Like little organizational things are my bread and butter right now that just make my life just a tiny bit easier.
That's huge.
I loved it.
Cable organization
Yep.
is massive because you've seen the rat's nest that's under my desk.
Dude, look at it right now. It's a disaster under there. I try to tuck it up with
That's not
gear
even
ties,
bad.
but
That's not even bad.
whatever. Like if the viewer, we're not cutting off our knees right now in this shot, so you can just see this disaster, and I don't care. It is what it is.
That's funny. Do you shoot wide on like that on purpose so you can see the holes when you?
I can't
catch
see the
something?
holes.
You
No.
can't see the holes.
No,
Why not film tighter then?
I am tight, but it goes from like your knees.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you can still see the
Yeah.
cables. That's funny.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even notice honestly. In any episode that I've seen before, I've never thought like, wow, that's a rat's nest.
Oh,
but if you could
dude,
see under
yeah.
my desk at our studio, you'd be like, dude, what? I know for a fact not even all those cables are plugged in either. Some of them
Oh
are
my
just
goodness.
sitting there
Like
wrapped
spares, like that one, spare.
up. Another mic.
Yep,
Yeah.
spare. Nice,
Yeah.
but it's labeled.
mic and headset.
Yep,
Yep. Heard that.
dude. Well, I got one more question for you,
Yeah.
and it's maybe not the question, but I want to know the perfect day in your mind. Very vague, just the perfect day for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Like from morning to end.
Dude, I could
what
give
goes
you
on a
this
great day?
answer 1,000.
Oh yeah,
different ways.
definitely.
And honestly, it would depend on whenever you asked me, this answer would change.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would say right now, my perfect day would be I wake up, I have nothing on my calendar. I have, both my kids and my wife, everyone sleeps in, which is kind of a rarity at our house right now.
Yep. Oh, that.
And, we sleep in. Let's say we get up at the crack of 7:30, 8 o'clock. We wake up. I pre-made the coffee the night before. So I wake up. It's a hot, fresh cup of coffee. I don't even have to worry about anything. I step on the scale. I'm like 2 pounds lighter than I was the day before. And I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah. That's working. Cool. I can afford a little fun day today.
Little cheat day.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. And then, gosh, I don't even know. Honestly, that seems like the perfect day to be already, and it's not even 9 a.m.
This is perfect.
Yeah. I check my bank account, and I'm like, you know what?
big.
I don't have to worry about even finding new work for the next week. And also, oh, by the way, we just woke up in,
Yeah, where are you?
we woke up at Ocean Coral and Turquesa Resort in Cozumel. No, it's not in Cozumel. Playa del Carmen, Mexico. We've been there before. Beautiful place.
What are you
I'm
eating?
trying to get at good,
what are you
good
eating?
warm weather.
Yep. What are you eating at lunch?
Freshly caught tuna nachos with a little bit of that brown sauce that they put on the salsa for the tuna nachos that I can't think of off the top of my head that I've had in the Keys before. This is the worst explanation of the best day ever.
I can just see you visualizing all this, and man, it's great.
Yeah.
Take me there.
Basically just warm weather, good sleep, and no worries, no stress about finances, no stress about work.
No, your family's
that would
there
be
with
the
you.
perfect day. The fam's there, and there's no stress.
Right.
That's the perfect day.
Oh yeah, definitely. I know it's
That's
super,
the worst
super
answer
vague.
to that question.
No, it's
but
not, dude. Like it got your wheels turning. Like I could see you just thinking about it and like visualizing yourself in that moment. Like that was cool.
It would change every single time you asked me, to be honest with you. I kept thinking, I'm like, you know what? It would be kind of cool to just sit on a beach for an entire day, have unlimited Coronas, unlimited freshly sliced limes, and just smoke a couple of joints. Me and my buddies hanging out, maybe play a little golf. But then I'm like, damn, it would be kind of cool to have the kids there. And then I can't be smoking. And then I really can't be pounding the Coronas.
Okay, so you got your family day, now your boys' day.
A little bit of golfing, a little bit of sitting on the beach, you know? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
Family or the boys?
Family day.
Okay. Dude. Family day. We're at our house. And, okay, let's say it's a Saturday. No one's going to school. No one's going to work. I wake up. I go to the Grantsburg gym.
Nice.
Get my stuff done.
Get a good pump in.
Come back home, and they're still sleeping. And I can make some spam musubi and some coffee, like fresh ground pour over coffee. Yep. So I'm with you on the coffee thing right there. Just, like nothing on the schedule today. We're just having a day. That's it. They wake up, probably make them something other than spam musubi. Maybe just some no, Tiff doesn't like eggs. I asked Tiff. No, she doesn't like eggs. It was right after Rona. She's like, man, eggs are not for me anymore. I'm like, oh, that's weird. But I think that's kind of common with some people that had it. And some things they don't like anymore. So kind of weird, but.
Okay, so no eggs.
So no eggs for her, but I don't know. I'll probably get her one of the dairy cookies. I'd probably ask her what she wants and then get it for her. So daughter would eat eggs. And then we go, man, I had a really good time when we went to the St. Croix Park and just walked. Like that was really fun.
Yeah.
And did a little video on it. It was, so yeah, just go there. No, nothing on. Yeah. I think what I'm boiling down to is just like, yeah, like you said, no stress. Like you're just, you're very present with your family and that's it. Like no cameras, no nothing. It's just, that's a great day to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't think I'd get the reverse card on that. But
you know what's funny? Actually, I recently took my A7 III on a family vacation. We went to Destin, Florida to visit my grandparents for Christmas.
Yeah, that was on.
Yeah, and I took some nice photos of our whole family because my grandma asked me to bring my camera. She said she was going to pay a photographer to take photos of our whole family while we're down there. I'm like, no, you're not paying anyone. Like, I'll bring my tripod and camera.
Yeah.
Like, no brainer. You're not paying someone.
Yeah.
So I brought all my stuff down there, and I'm like, well, I have it. I might as well just take a bunch of photos of the fam, some candids, everyone hanging out, the kids, Taylor, my grandparents. It's just cool moments. And then everyone would hit me up because I posted all the photos on social media, obviously. I'm like, whatever, I'll just post them. And everyone's like, why don't you bring your camera more often? It's like, damn, it kind of feels like work a little bit.
Yeah.
Until I'm there doing it.
Dude,
And then it's like, okay, this is fun. Now I kind of remember why I'm doing it. No pressure.
Yeah.
I don't have to like capture anything specific. It's just the vibe.
Some of the most memorable moments I've ever captured was with my family, and I'm just testing out stuff, and I'll get the best freaking lighting of like my daughter and wife in the garden, and dude, that's what I love about video is I think video can evoke an emotion in you. I think more than, I don't want to say it, more than photos. Like for me as a video guy, I like it when my videos look nice, but can like make you feel something.
Yeah.
You're just like, holy shit.
Right.
I like that with videos.
Yeah. Completely agree.
Dude, there's
We
something
started
about
doing this really cool thing, and I don't even know what made me think of it. My wife, when she graduated with her nursing degree, for a gift, strictly just for the night out, I got her a Polaroid camera, and just to like document the night because I knew it was gonna be fun. You know, this was pre-kids too, so we're going out drinking. We're with all of our closest friends, and I was like, "There's gonna be some funny Polaroid photos. Like, I'll just go get 100 Polaroid photos. Get her this Polaroid. I know she's always talked about wanting one." So we just had this for the a couple years, and then after she got pregnant with our first kid, Lincoln, I brought it to the delivery room, and so we took a bunch of photos like with him the day he was born, and so since then I've like kept this whole Polaroid photo album of just our kids, and I did it again when Cameron was born, our other kid. And so, basically their entire life, every couple weeks is documented in Polaroid.
Dude.
And I just did one like 2 weeks ago. Me and Lincoln were painting, and I like took a Polaroid of him while he's painting, and I like had him paint on the Polaroid for the photo album, and it's like cool stuff like that. So I hope to continue doing that. But one day, I'm gonna take all the photos and photocopy them and do like a video montage, like like
cool.
all the Polaroids
That's
throughout
a long project.
the last however many years. But that is going to be a project that's like strictly just for fun, you know, like strictly just cause. I mean, I have hundreds of Polaroids already.
I have a lot
of both of the kids. I seen you got one of those Instax minis. That's what we got.
The mini one. I want a full one.
Yeah, we just have the minis.
A full one in the.
The problem is the film is so expensive. The Instax minis are the way to go.
Yeah.
They're cheap. It's only like $1 a photo, whereas like the big ones are like $2 to $5 a photo. I'm like, I'm
no
not doing
kidding.
That. I'm not doing that. So it's just the minis, but so many cool photos, so many cool memories.
That is a plus of being in this industry and like having this equipment. Like you can get some pretty awesome stuff of your family, like for personal use.
Totally.
Like I'm sure you do too, like a dedicated folder of just like family that I will never post. That's just for
I'm
me.
not as organized, but
oh dude, I have a disaster too. That
mine's just a shotgun blast in my camera roll, you know. I've had the same camera roll since I was like 12 or 13.
Goodness.
So I've like, I mean, tens of thousands of photos on my phone.
Oh dude.
So it's just like I need to go organize it, honestly. There's so many I could delete now.
Right now I have an update on my phone that's like clear up some storage. Every time there's one, I have to like delete something, delete something.
Every couple months I back up my phone because it would be devastating to lose my phone.
Gosh.
Devastating.
Dude, yeah, I know. Actually, I have mine on I think I back mine up to a cloud, but I don't know how to access it or anything.
Yeah, exactly. I would be screwed. I'm dumb when it comes to that kind of stuff.
There's some priceless things on there.
There really is. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I would say, you're right. The coolest part about being able to do this is capturing fun stuff on the random occasion for friends, for family, just for fun in general.
That's what keeps it.
And really reconnect with why you got into it in the first place and how you felt, you know. I will say when I just learned that AI transition with the Ravens for Bodie's video, it was the first time that I've really been really excited to get into the weeds of an edit in a long time. It kind of like reignited something in me, and I'm going to test some more of those transitions out, you know?
I'm going to show you this video at the end here, or after we're done. I feel the same, like geeked out, like, whoa, I could implement this here and here and here, and then your mind just goes spirals. Like,
start making new projects off of that idea, and what sparks this and what sparks that. Yeah. No, that's cool. Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, I appreciate you coming on to this.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is cool. I'm glad I got to see the setup finally.
I wish we got a fish, man. That's how it goes.
We could pretend AI me with a fish right
I
now.
will definitely. Yeah. No, we're doing that.
Got one. Come on up. Look at that beauty.
Where can the viewers find you? Website?
Damn.
I'm sure there's a giant list.
KodyHughes.com is my website / portfolio that I never update. KodyHughes.com. My business name is Focal Point Media, but I will be changing that in the next couple of months. I got something in the works right now. Focal Point Media - Kody Hughes is my business page on Facebook. Kody.ontap is my Instagram handle, and Kody Hughes is my regular Facebook. On Tap Podcast, that's my pride and joy, my baby that I don't ever do anything with right now, but started that in 2020, and I do have some plans for that coming up, so I'll be doing a little revamp on that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
I will have all of this linked below also, man.
Thanks for having me, Dayton. This was
thank
fun.
you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. We could have nerded out for hours on hours, but I had fun.
My pleasure.
And thank you guys for watching. We'll scoop you over.